All right, you guys. Today is Monday, July 26th. And, no one should ever dread a Monday here when it's the Wine Ambassador Opportunity Call because the subject is wine. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Today I did my wine unboxing and I got a More Than Muse rosé. I was so excited, and I got the new Freedom Chardonnay. And you guys know, I'm a red wine drinker now. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Stacy Southward, and I'm just so excited. You guys are all here with me tonight. I have been here since we came to Wine Ambassador, and I love the community and the family atmosphere that we have here at Wine Ambassador. We're more than a wine club. We are more than just network marketing. Um, we have a true club. This is, a country club of wine lovers, and those people that may not love wine, you know, they learn to love wine. And with what we've got here, you never, you just, I don't know, you guys, what it's done for me and my family. Um, I know it's expanded our recipe. I don't make just regular hamburgers and brats anymore in the summer. I expand a little more. But with that said, let's get right going. And I want to introduce you all to your friend and mine, our CEO, Rory Rickard. Let's hear what he has to say to us tonight. Rory, the floor is
Hey,
yours.
thanks, Stacy. And hey, isn't it awesome whenever your wine shows up? It's like Christmas every time, right?
Yes, yes. Mine actually showed up last Wednesday,
Oh, okay.
and I finally got around to doing it, and I did it outside. It was beautiful. It
Yeah.
was,
Tanya and I have a rule at the house. We open it together because, well, and it all started because we had a shipment come and I was out of town and she opened it. And by the time I got home, there was nothing for me to share. It was gone. So we have a rule in our house that's how we do it. So I'm coming to you guys from my office, and it's been an incredible week. You guys may not understand this, but Stacy does a lot of stuff, and I almost had to do some more today. But we've got a lot of things coming on the way of doing things. But I'm so glad to see you guys here for an opportunity call to explain this incredible opportunity we call Wine Ambassador. It's centered around wine, and I always like to throw out that we're not actually selling wine. We're selling access or giving people a chance to get wine sent right to their door. We're putting them into a wine of the month program, right? So they're buying access to be a member and receive incredible wines at incredible member pricing that is unbeknownst to anything else they can get anywhere else. The value we offer is not offered anywhere but Wine Ambassador. It starts with the wine. Our wines are absolute, true fine wines. And the reason why I'm going to stress fine wines is a lot of the wines that you think are wine in the store are really a wine byproduct. They're not made the right way. Technically, I don't think they deserve to even be called wine. They should just be called alcoholic beverage of a wine nature, like a wine beverage. Okay, these wines that they're selling to the public have been processed in a fast way. They've been cheapened, and in doing so, a lot of things change. For one, they have to add the preservatives in there. So we have sulfites in wine. There's natural occurring, which happens in the natural wine process when it's made the right way. Like a good Cabernet Sauvignon is going to be in barrels for 3+ years. Okay, time and money. Time is money. There's a lot of love that goes into wine made properly. The winemaker's got to nurture it and grow it. Like it's like raising a toddler, from an infant to a toddler. And he's got to raise that wine, make sure that everything's going properly, that nothing harms the wine. It's in a great condition. And then, and they have different filtrations to clear it and so forth. And then they put it back in barrels. And they have processes they do along the way that enhances the taste and the flavors and tricks of the trade that gets more of those flavonoids going. So you get more berry. They are They're artists at what they do. And we've hired, literally commissioned, some incredible winemakers to make our wines. They are amazing, top of their field, second and third generation winemakers that we commission to make our wines. And that's what we get access to. We make it the right way. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it takes, we're making the wine the right way. And the sulfites are naturally created. Our body processes them great. Well, when these other wine companies speed the process up, all in the chase of the mighty buck, they literally have to add sulfites into it. These are artificial sulfites. Our body doesn't break them down right. So it creates headaches, fatigue, things that wine's actually not supposed to do. And they also add things in there like arsenic and asbestos and things to sweeten it that are technically not good for us either. And if you don't make wine the right way, you're not going to get the right benefits from wine. I like to tell everybody it's just like honey. There's honey and then there's a honey product. If you look at the back of honey at the store and it says anything but 100% pure honey, it's not honey. It's a honey byproduct where they add stuff to it and stretch it out. And if you're spending a couple bucks for a thing of honey, it's probably not pure honey. It's not right honey. It's not proper honey. Wine's the same way. A lot of food items are like this. So we get to take awesome fine wines to the public at incredible values, and that's where our opportunity lies. And it's really education. We get to educate the public on this is what a true wine is. And a true wine tastes amazing, especially when paired with the right foods. So on top of, sharing these, awesome wines through our Wine of the Month Club, we also have what's called the Wine and Dine Show that we do every Wednesday night, a half hour before we do this call tonight. So it's at 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on thewineanddineshow.com. And it's a lot of fun, literally a lot of fun. We pair foods with our wines and we get to have a little different experience, but also show how awesomely easy it is to enjoy fine wine with everyday food, as well as some gourmet stuff tossed in from time to time. And wine is a food, right? It's a liquid food. It's considered food around the world. It's the #1 adult beverage. It's an amazingly huge industry. And the direct-to-consumer marketplace happens to be the largest growing portion of that industry within that industry, and we're in it. We watched it go from 3.5% to well over 13% in just a matter of a couple of years. We picked a trend that's a winning trend, and we're taking this around the world. We happen to deal with Napa and Sonoma wines. They are our own labels, our own brands, which is awesome for our marketing prowess that we're doing. And year by year, we're going to get bigger and bigger with our marketing. We have professional marketers behind it. It's also something good to point out that this company is owned and ran by professional marketers. We understand what it takes to acquire customers, and we understand that customer acquisition is not only a real thing that needs to happen, but something that should be paid for properly so that you can bring people in and it's worth the time to nurture them in, maybe have them see this presentation, see our other presentations. You're going to spend a couple hours to get them involved the right way and didn't duplicate. And we want to get paid very well for doing so. So when I explain the compensation plan, realize it's the same compensation plan that even the corporate officers go by. We don't have corporate salaries. We're in this the same way with you. We built this entire thing to be the way we wanted it to be, which is rich payouts to our partners and afford us to really market this properly in a very competitive nature. And wine is competitive because it's everywhere, but fine wines, we've taken the competitive edge out of it. We still have to educate the world about it, but you cannot get the quality of wine that we have for the value you have anywhere. We made sure of it. We did the right proper setup of the company. We invested in the right things. And again, we control our own brands. Most everyone else is selling somebody else's brand, someone else's label. They're selling discount wines. We're not. We're selling absolute top of the line wines in 2 different categories. We have our standard wines, which are equivalent to an $80 to $120 bottle of wine that you would buy at a proper wine store. We also have what's called our Grand Cru. That's that next level wine. These are the wines that usually you get in restaurants anywhere from $500 to $2,000. We have those in our Grand Cru collection that is available to you at, again, incredible member pricing. We eliminated 5 points of distribution. We literally go from our winemakers to our bottling, right to our warehouse, and then delivered to the door. There's no regional, local, different distribution channels that have their own markups. We got rid of all of those. And we don't even have a distribution channel between the wine and us. We have our own wine made. We are on the bill for the entire process. And It allows us to have economy of scale, but also to create some incredible magical wines. We've got some great ones coming out in the next few months that are going to they'll blow you away. We got a surprise in September that is going to be making some people cry. It's that good. You'll see that in September. So I'm going to walk you guys through some things here on the comp plan. And this is how we get paid. But basically, we share this, and we have a great presentation to do this with, and as well as these Monday calls. Also, from our family to yours. So I'll explain a couple of things. Tanya and I, we love our wine. Being part of this wine business just made sense for us. And thankfully, we've had a very blessed life that afforded us to be able to do this in the big way that we did. We also have an amazing family of, friends that we've built up over years that really likes wine too. And we've, great partners to help build this. And you're being invited into that. But along the way, Tanya and I have been able to use our philanthropy. So it's not from the company Wine Ambassador. It's from our family, the Rickards, to you. We own lead generation companies, and we literally are funding leads and the systems to work those leads and the training to work those leads with you, from us to you, to invest in you as our partner to help grow this incredible opportunity. So get with the person that brought you here, have them explain to you what that is. We have a term for it. We call it V marketing. You ask them about V marketing and how to get involved with that. And just know it's as much as you can eat. And it's not just for you. It's for anybody you bring in as an ambassador to share this opportunity with. And anybody they bring in. And anybody they bring in. It's massive. So with that being said, I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to go to wineambassadorcompplan.com. I want my 2-page view. Hold on. Top right corner. So I'm going to walk you through the comp plan as we have it. We've got 3 ways to get involved. The first way is to become a wine customer. If this sounds too good to be true, or man, I don't know if that wine's really as good as Rory's saying. Like, I really like my $2 Chuck, and I think it's just a superb wine. I want you to try our wines. Become a wine customer. $99.95. You're going to get 4 incredible bottles. Each one of those bottles is pretty much worth the $100. If you were to buy it at retail, it'd be worth $100. And you're going to get 4 incredible bottles. See, we have this awesome process. We're going to send you 4 amazing bottles every month. And then if you want more, you got to buy a custom case to get more, because next month you're getting new wines that we make. And these wines, you're going to get new favorites all the time. We got some coming out like in the next month. I'm waiting for those to hit. You guys are, it'll blow you away. And then while they're available, you can buy them. Now the custom cases are available to customers at our awesome customer pricing. It works out to about $360 a case. And then we have different price points that we give to our estate, reserve, and Grand Cru members. So if you're an ambassador, we give you access to better pricing on the cases, mainly because you're understanding it. You're also part of our growth, and we want to give you guys, as much benefit as we can. So we have that. And I'm going to give you the third way first. For those that live in states where we can't ship wine, like Utah, Mississippi, Rhode Island, Delaware, for those states, we have an option where you don't get the wine. You just get into our marketing plan, so you qualify for the commission system without purchasing the wine. That's what option 3 is. Get with the person that brought you here. If you live in one of those states or countries where we're not shipping wine yet, we're shipping wine to the US, Canada, UK, Germany, Italy, Spain, and France, and several more on their way. We work on delivering wine where we can get it for about $125 a case delivered. We can ship wine worldwide. It's just the price of shipping that's the what I call the barrier. We want to give everybody an amazing value and get it where the shipping is reasonable, especially in today's logistics world. And that's something we're working on. So anywhere we can get the shipping for right around $125 a case, we're shipping wine. And this is a global thing we are taking around the world. We're getting that solved and sorted as we grow. Now, to become an ambassador, we got 3 levels: estate, reserve, and Grand Cru. They all have access to the same compensation plan. They all have access to purchasing, wines at a discount. It's just a bigger discount but also there's a couple different scenarios as well. So our estate members come in at $300. They get an incredible case of wine, and they get a 10% discount on additional cases of wine. Our reserve members come in at $600, or they can upgrade from an estate to reserve. I'll talk about that in a second. For $600, they get 2 cases of wine. Well, a case of wine and the customer pricing is $360, and this is just an example of how we roll here. We give you our Grand Cru pricing to buy our membership kits, or our wine starter kits, as we call them. You're not paying, you know, what do you want to call it? You're not paying a bigger price. You're not paying, you know, an exaggerated price. You're paying the lowest amount possible to our members to come in. We want you to upgrade. We want you to try a case of wine and realize how good it is and get another case. And then after you've had a couple cases of our wine, we want you to realize that that next level wine's even better, and we want to give you access to that. That's how this was designed. So estate members come in at $300, get 1 case, 10% discount on additional cases. Reserve members come in at $600, they get 2 cases and a 15% discount. And then Grand Crus come in at $1,200. They get 2 cases of wine and a 6-bottle Grand Cru luxury box, which is an amazing pine box. It's nicely carved out. It's a trophy box. It looks amazing. Annie has it in her office. She won't even let me have it here. And it's got 6 awesome wines in it. That is worth at least $2,500 in retail value, and you get it for $600 as, you know, an entering Grand Cru member. And in the back office, we're building up our Grand Cru selection. So we've been, you know, creating wines. We have wines being created, you know, that are going to be ready every month and upwards in the next 4 years already in creation. And that's just our commitment. We are a debt-free company. We don't even have a credit card bill. And we are running this thing right, and we are really behind it. It's a big part of what we are and who we are. And it's also Tanya and my passion. We really enjoy this whole wine thing. So we've got these different estate reserve Grand Crus, and you can buy in right at the beginning at any level, and you can always upgrade, pay the difference, and receive the difference. And the biggest difference comes at the Grand Cru level because we give you a lot of perks, mainly because by the time you're a Grand Cru member, you've got a taste for our wines. You understand how important we are with wine and how great our wines are. And now you've also tasted our upper level wine, our Grand Crus. So at the Grand Cru level, we share our marketing with you from the company. So we have all of our brands out there on websites. We are branding ourselves out. We're building those out. We have several more that are in process of being made. All the, you know, SEO work is being done. All the professional marketing work is being done. And when we get enrollments from our marketing, those are rotated to our active Grand Cru members. And the reason why we do it to our Grand Cru members is if you don't have a taste for the wine, you haven't tasted our Grand Cru wines, you're not going to be able to represent them properly. And we definitely want to represent our Grand Cru wines. They definitely set us apart from the rest of the world. And that's where it's at. You also get a limited Founders Black Card. We're still doing those right now, which gives you access to preferential seating at our events. There is also a Grand Cru event that we do. It's our harvest event. It's every Labor Day. So it's this September 5th, 6th, and 7th, for example. Only Grand Crus can go. We do an amazing thing in our vineyards. We have our own vineyards, and when you log into your back office, you'll see them. You can watch them 24/7 on the cameras. You can watch the sun go up, the sun go down, and you can watch the grapes literally grow before your eyes. It's pretty fun. You know, we make a big deal about this as far as a presentation, but our wine events in our vineyards are unbelievable. And you should see what's happening. Those that are going to be there this year are going to have something to talk about for the rest of their life. And we do it every year. And it's going to be incredible. So that's only Grand Cru members get that. Get the person that brought you here, they'll walk you through it. The compensation model, I'm going to go to the right side of this first. We got different rank achievements. Very simple to understand. There's a personal ambassador required. So, you know, if you want to be a 1-star, you got to at least have one personal ambassador that you bring into the business. And then personal customer required. We want everybody to get the wine for free. And I'll talk about that when we get paid, but you need to have at least 3 customers for the ranks of 3-star and above. The volume required is, this is, you know, 50 BV, 100 BV. These are very achievable volumes, but there is a little asterisk in here, and we build a binary system. It's a left and a right team. And the asterisk means, just to look down below it, you need to have no more than 70% and at least 30% in the other leg. So no more than 70 in one leg, 30 in the other leg. Doesn't matter which one. It's a 70-30 split for the required volume for the rank achievement. You're going to get paid based on all your volume as it works, but you'll get paid based on your rank, and your rank is based on some minimums. So the one minimum is the volume needs to be 70% from one leg, minimum 30% from the other leg. So you can't just have all your volume in one leg and get rank advancement. You got to be building two teams. And as you build the two teams up, you're going to get the upward momentum of the 6%. You're also, let me reduce this. There we go. You're also going to get a check match of up to 50% on your personal ambassadors. And I'll walk you through that in a second. So we have 5 ways to get paid. First way is free wine. Customers and ambassadors alike can earn free wine. You refer 3, you get your wine for free, but it works even easier than that. If you just refer one customer and they order 3 times, say January, February, March, you're going to get free wine from the cumulative 3 orders. If you have 2 customers ordering every month, you'll get free wine every 2 months, basically, or 2 out of 3 months. And if you have 3 customers that order every month, you're going to get free wine every month. You get a $99.95 credit into your account to offset your wine costs. Pretty remarkable. Your first 3 customers you refer to the business are worth $1,200 a year to you. That's amazing. Then our ambassadors get the other 4 ways to get paid for a total of 5. The ambassador customer acquisition bonus is after your 4th customer forward, you get a $20 acquisition bonus. And then on your ambassadors and your customers alike, our ambassadors are also customers. Every time they order, you get $10. Each month they order, you get $10. And so, some of our, top ambassadors here have, hundreds of accounts. Hundreds of accounts times $10 is, thousands of dollars a month just from that compensation model. And we have our wine starter kits. And this is where it gets really interesting and fun. We literally know that acquisition costs are real. We lose money on our starter kits as a company. We chose to have that be a lost part of our business to help you guys make really good incomes. It's also how we get paid. So we wanted to make it very lucrative and rich to bring people in, because once people get in and try our wines, they stick. We have a very high retention rate because our wines are that good. So we pay out 50% of what they pay to come in, and that makes it very lucrative for you. So every ambassador you bring in is worth upwards of $600. When they come in at the estate member for $300, you get $150. If they come in at reserve, you get $300 if they pay $600. And when they come in at Grand Cru for $1,200, you get $600. If they come in at the $300 and upgrade, they pay the difference, get the difference, and so do you. So if they're an estate and they upgrade and buy for another $300, become a reserve, you'll get another $150. And they'll get another case. They won't get 2 cases, but they already got a case as an estate. They pay the difference and get the difference. So there's that. And then we have our binary, which is the left and the right team. The person that's bringing you in is going to put you down one of their teams that they're building with you. That's the strong team that you have support with. They're building with you. You get credit for everything they put underneath you from the time you come in the business. Then you have another team, your left team, for instance, as an example. Let's say that your right team is what you get placed with your sponsor or your enroller, your enrolling ambassador that brought you into this awesome opportunity. As you build the left, it's gonna start creating the binary volumes. Binary means 2, a left volume and a right volume. Every Wednesday at midnight, the computer takes a snapshot. Whatever your volume is in the lesser leg or lesser team, however you want to say it, you're going to get upwards of 22% of that paid the following Friday. And it's very simple. We build 2 teams. We help everybody we bring in to build their 2 teams. And the more you do that, the more we get paid, because you get a check match of up to 50%. And it doesn't come out of their pay. It's in addition. It's a match from the company to you for doing what you're supposed to be doing in helping others and paying it forward to build with them. Anyway, get the person that brought you here, get started. You'll understand it more as you get going. It's very simple. Get in, get other people in with their wine memberships, use our tools to share the opportunity and the presentation, use our leads at Tanya and I from our family to yours, help you build, learn how this goes, and have a lot of fun with it. And I got to tell you, there's nothing been more relevant as a marketer than wine. And I'm glad to have you here. Welcome to Wine Ambassador, and see you on the Wine and Dine on Wednesday. And we'll be here again next Monday. Bye for now.